And we are back. And we just finished watching Rich in Love from 2020. It's rated TV 14 with a runtime of 1 hour and 44 minutes. This is currently playing on Netflix.
It's like a Spanish film or a Brazilian film?
Brazilian
film.
I guess it's made for TV because it's
dubbed.
TV. Yes, dubbed. We watched the dubbed version.
I remember
What happened? I thought we were going to watch the Brazilian version with English subtitles.
I thought you said you couldn't. It didn't work that way.
I don't know.
It did, but when we started watching it, it was already dubbed, so we didn't change it, and we watched the whole movie like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Gracie asked for it to be changed, but we never did it.
Yeah, no, I didn't ask for it to be changed. I asked for us to watch it there, and then we just hit play, and then everyone just forgot.
Oh well.
So yeah,
This
it
is-
didn't really make any much of a difference.
According to IMDb trivia, this was originally slated to be released in the theaters, but because of the pandemic, I guess was pushed back or
Bro, why
sent to
couldn't they
streaming.
still put it in theaters?
Because the theaters were all closed.
Yeah.
Oh, like even after the pandemic, or when it started cooling
The
down.
film's
I
out.
think
It's
this is
it's
2020,
You,
so
you
this is
pump
like
it
the
out,
beginning
and
of
you got like a little window to play it to make
Yeah.
money, and that's it.
This is written by Bruno Garotti, Sylvio Gonçalves, and directed by Bruno Garotti, Jessica Blue, and Anita Barbosa.
3 directors.
3 directors. This is the story of Teodoro, who's called Teto, played by, what's his name? Danilo Mesquita.
Was it Teto or Tato? Because I was saying potato to keep his name straight in my mind.
Teto,
Potato.
right?
Tato. I believe that's what
Yeah,
they
everyone
they
called him
him.
Tato.
Teto?
Potato.
All right,
Tito,
whatever.
potato,
Tato.
potato,
Potato. Oh, that makes sense.
tato, like tato,
Or
tater
tomato. No, potato works better.
Potato.
tato, like tater tot.
Okay. Who is the son of privilege and heir to the tomato fortune, I guess, in Brazil?
The Tomato Prince.
The tomato prince, that's right.
Yeah.
And one day at the tomato festival, at the tomato food
Everything's
fight,
tomato.
he
No,
meets...
wasn't it like his birthday and he...
Well, I think it was also the
there.
tomato festival,
It
but I
was
guess
the
his
tomato birthday at the
goes-
tomato festival during the tomato fight.
He's basically like a really, really spoiled,
obnoxious young
obnoxious, philandering playboy
He's a
type
teenager.
who gets
He's
everything.
grown-
Oh
He's
no!
like a teenager.
Oh no! The yolk on his egg's broken. I'll get you a new one, Tato.
Oh my god, that scene was ridiculous.
And everybody's just
Everybody's
kissing
gonna
this
go,
kid,
Literally
this
said,
this
"It's
dude's ass.
fine."
I know, but she wound up taking it away.
His father is like just sort of like shrugs and rolls his eyes at the hijinks, but it's just like,
he's not any better
yeah.
either.
The father doesn't seem to be much of a disciplinarian.
No.
It's just like, hey Tato, you're gonna be the new executive. Hey Tato,
Here's a car.
Here's a car because
That you didn't really deserve.
Even though you wanted the car, and I was gonna say you were gonna earn this executive. Yeah, I'm just giving you everything, and oh, another girl in your bed. You know. Don't worry, we'll have the farmhand's son take care of her.
Yes, yes.
No,
drive her home.
nothing underhanded by that, but just he'll basically drive her to the bus stop.
Yeah, he wasn't even man enough to be like, all right, you need to leave my house now. He sent like his quote unquote
maid's son.
brother
Yes.
to do it.
Yeah.
Imagine hooking up with someone and then sending your sibling to like dismiss them.
But not even remembering her name.
up.
He had to look at her driver's license to remember her
Yeah.
name. And
Yeah,
then
so
I
he's
think
not-
he still forgot.
Her name
Yeah.
was Anna.
Yes. Not likable in the slightest. Was he even
Oh
likable?
my god, absolutely not.
Was he even
the
likable?
most unlikable character ever. Everyone just kissed his ass constantly, and he was so intolerable. He should have gotten run over. He should have gotten trampled by the horses he loved so much.
I mean, not to speak to spoilers, but Jay, did you believe that at the end he redeemed himself or
No, he should have been killed.
All right. All right. I don't really have anything else to add to
killed.
this movie.
Yeah, he
Brutally
should have been
murdered.
pushed off a cliff.
It was weird. It was just like as soon as he meets a girl who's just like not up his butt trying to get him in bed, he's just like, oh my God, I'm in love. I'm going to follow her to Brazil and lie about my entire life. pretend to be a simple field worker son, and
I'm just a simple guy.
and I'm going to earn this internship without anybody knowing who I am, even though everybody knows who I am.
I feel like you have to suspend a lot of disbelief here, right? Maybe.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, everybody's just stupid and
Was
exaggerated.
there any likable characters, G?
I didn't like any of them.
Not even the farmhand? Igor?
I like the girl in the pink choker.
Was it Igor or Ivan?
It was Igor.
It was Igor.
Okay.
Igor.
Igor.
You like the girl in the what?
Remember the girl with the pink choker? Remember that girl?
Oh, the girl that was drugging the pervy doctor.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, we liked her. And I also like Monique.
Okay. Monique was the
fashion-
only good character.
Monique was the MVP and had amazing fashion and accessories.
Earrings. Those earrings.
Oh
were
my
phenomenal.
gosh, she was
Oh my
so
god,
well
when
put
she
together.
was introduced and she had like that personality, I was like, oh my god, I swear to God, I thought that they were gonna make her fall in love with him.
I thought so too.
I would have actually
Been
oh
mad.
my god. That would have made the movie. It's hard to imagine, but it would have made the movie worse.
Yeah.
That I was so scared, and then she doesn't fall in love with him. It was great, and
Yeah.
Monique is the only good
But
character.
then she becomes his friend.
She does, but she's the kind of friend who will always like call him out, so it's
That's
good.
true. That's true. What did we think? I'm gonna go around the table. Olive G, what did you think of Dr. Victor?
That guy should have got hit by a car. I hate that guy so much. He was such a pervert.
I don't
Jesus
think,
Christ,
I don't think
someone
he should have
kill
gotten,
that guy.
I don't think he should have gotten killed. I think he should have gotten castrated.
Ah, even better.
Chop off his balls. Someone kill.
Exactly.
Easy there, kid. Easy.
Easy.
He couldn't respect boundaries. He
They-
was
they-
just getting
No,
what he
he
deserved.
Yeah, that,
He was cringy.
that's not. This ain't that
Pervy
kind of movie.
freak.
I agree. If it was that kind of movie, it would have been interesting if there was some sort of
Comeuppance.
like
Violent
some
comeuppance.
maybe add a little comedy, make it like some sort of
Tato
Rube.
should have used his infinite wealth to call like mercenaries on that guy.
I think
like that.
I think it would have been better if it was just some sort of like Rube Goldberg-esque catastrophe where like the girl ends up like slamming the door shut and I don't know, a scalpel just lops his genitals off.
That would have been good.
That's very involved.
There you go. Well, yeah, it would have to be more involved. Like maybe the scalpel hits a wire and then it turns on a fan and then a ball flies across the room and it hits a big pair of scissors that just swing and...
Mutilated. All right, fair enough.
And maybe if it kept happening.
Yeah, he should have just been constantly getting like abused.
Yes. Like
Eating the balls.
But not as
Yeah,
hard as
every-
Tato. I think Tato should have gotten hurt even worse.
Really? More than Dr. Victor?
Yeah.
I feel like Dr.
Tato was
Victor was
annoying.
a cringier character.
Doctor, if you're looking at it like through if you're looking at it like normally, Dr. Victor is clearly the worst person, but Tato annoyed me, so
He was annoying, but
Dr.
you don't
Victor was
feel like-
kind of like just shy of being a rapist.
Yeah,
He was.
Yeah.
He was like this close to like forcing her to go home with him and raping her.
You want that internship, don't you? Or the
Residency.
residency, yeah.
I'm glad that her friend showed up, but yeah,
But
he
you don't
was
think,
worse.
But you don't think
But
Tato like
I just-
redeemed himself at the end?
no.
No.
I think Tato was a bit of a different person, but I mean, I don't think it makes up for him being such a scumbag.
He really was. He was just sleeping with women left and right, and then he finds one. He's like, "I'm in love," and he stalks her to Rio.
Do you believe that Tato experienced love at first sight?
No.
Come on.
No.
What do you mean?
No.
He went to Brazil. I mean, he was in Brazil. He went to Rio to chase her, didn't he? After one encounter.
He
Like, literally talked to her for like 5 minutes and then decided to go chase her, mommy.
Exactly.
The only
but
reason
that
why
does not mean he loves her.
I think
yeah,
at the
it was a
beginning he
challenge.
was-
It was a challenge.
Trying to get in her pants.
He the only reason why she registered at all was because she did not
Rejected
give a
him.
damn about or know that he was who he was. She was just like more interested in just helping him and getting the hell out of there and being with her friends. And that's why he was like, "Oh my God, it's like she was rejecting me, and the rejection turns me on." That's
Kind
sort
of
of
like Tippi Hedren in The Birds.
is that? Oh, God.
It wasn't like a rejection. He was just like being mean to her, and she was like, "Oh wow."
Yeah, I gotta hunt him down and go to this remote island where I'll be attacked by seagulls,
And then I can't open a friggin' door by
and
myself.
then lose a fight with a doorknob.
I don't like Tippi Hedren in The Birds.
Tippi Hedren should die in that movie.
There's a lot of hate.
She should have died in that movie. if you
picked
can't
eyeballs.
turn a doorknob, it wasn't even a locked door. You can't turn a goddamn doorknob. You deserve to die.
To be dramatic.
You deserve to die.
It literally just should have been natural selection at that point.
Yes,
They should have
natural
just killed her.
selection. Darwin Award winner Tippi Hedren's character from The Birds, eaten by seagulls because she couldn't turn a doorknob.
God damn. There is a lot of rage at this table tonight.
Deserved.
All right, well, getting back to Rich in Love. So this is a story that's been told many times. You and I are going to watch the sort of precursor to all of this a little later. You said something interesting, G, when I was telling you what the movie was about. You said, oh, well, that's interesting to kind of flip it where it's the guy who's doing the lying to...
No, I thought it was interesting because usually it's I'm lying and saying I'm richer than I am to bag this girl. And this time he was like, oh, I'm poorer.
Why did you find that interesting?
Because it just went against like the normal, like I said, the guy would lie and be like, I'm richer so that he could try and get with this girl that he likes.
Did that help the story or not?
It would have if he was a likable character.
But he's not supposed to be, don't you think? Because
He's supposed to become more likable and he didn't.
You didn't think he redeems
No.
himself? Not even at the
No.
end? No. Okay. What did you think?
I'm not as harsh. He was a
D-bag.
complete douchebag, yeah. But it's clear over the course of the movie they were trying to make him be I guess
Less of a D-bag?
less of a douchebag and somebody who now sees, because he's living this fake life, he's having to go to the slum area. He sees how Monique lost her job because
Oh, him.
basically because of him. He wasn't involved in it in any way. It was just the father was like, I need this position for my son, and of course he's going to win this internship because he's my son, and then I'm going to put him in this position and screw this girl who worked and struggled and earned her spot. Mm-hmm. She's nothing to me. Yeah, when he realized that was happening, he kind of rejected everything.
Right.
So, yeah, there was growth for his character, but he was still a douchebag.
Did anybody buy the fact that Paula waited for him for like a year, or?
I don't know if she really waited for him. She just did her thing in the Amazon jungle for a year, and then she came back, right?
And then she like devoured his face when she saw him.
Yeah. Well, you could say the same thing of like he waited for her, I guess.
Well, he was getting his business going.
He was getting his business going, but he was sleeping with anything that had a pair of legs.
You were sleeping with anything that had a hole.
Easy.
Okay, you're going too far now. Okay, just rein it in. You're 12. You're not a 60-year-old baudy comedian.
I'll take that out.
Yeah.
I'll rip that out.
But it's true.
Why do you never know when to stop?
Because this guy might have been hanging out with guys too.
Seriously, she's like my Aunt Florence.
You can't say such things in front of me.
Aww.
This guy,
Maybe Aunt Florence lives on it all.
Yeah, apparently.
Pia or Tater Tot could have been sleeping with guys. I'm just saying.
I mean, he could have.
I think he was a fan of boobs.
All right. What could have made this better?
Don't make this film.
Right there. Having not made the movie.
No, but you have the money to
2
make
hours of my life back.
Exactly.
But jobs have been
Yes.
given and
You
jobs-
could have spent your time making something much
what could have
worthwhile.
made this movie? What could have made this story more interesting? Tell me.
If it was just the doctor getting his genitals destroyed again and again and again and again in various horrible and escalatingly bad ways.
You know what? I would watch an hour.
Just
and
like
a half of
just
that.
like just
can't
Three
lie.
Stooge it up, just like giant
It would have
mallets
to
and
be like called something else, like
Yeah.
The Pain of Dr. Victor.
Yes, yes. Just like the
It'd
three
be like-
girls
The-
take a
the
turn.
pain of
sort,
a
sort of like
Maybe
the
a
funniest
Dr.
bits of the most slapsticky moments of like 9 to 5, but just amped up with maybe like a little Eli Roth in there.
Yes. Now, would it just be the one girl, or would it be all three of them?
It'd be the entire nursing staff because he would just be. You'd have to amp his character up even to the point where he's like, even going after like the old ladies in the geriatric unit.
Ew. Terrible, terrible. Okay, so
If you want that extra pudding, you know what to do.
Jesus Christ. And you said I don't know where to draw the line.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
that's
tell
that's
him, Paula.
extortion. He's using his power.
Did you have a favorite character in this, Olive G?
The girl with the choker and the girl that was getting married.
Yes. Okay. What about you, Gigi? Did
They
you have
were
a favorite
Monique,
character?
easy. Only good
Monique.
character in this film.
What about you?
Igor was okay. He was a million times better than Teto. I
He
don't know why he
was,
stuck
but then that
around him.
whole thing with the lady.
Alana.
Yeah, that was weird.
Sleeping with the boss.
And I'm assuming that was his first time. I mean, not that it matters, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, it was.
I guess. I
And
mean,
he just
yeah,
was
he
like,
he
"I'm in
he
love,
he
I'm gonna
kind
marry
of
this
yeah,
woman."
he definitely took advantage of the misconception that was occurring.
So
Although
that's
later on they sort of like
disingenuous.
kind of like whitewashed it by saying, "Oh no, it wasn't because I thought you were the boss's son. It's because I really liked you."
Yeah, and you were sensitive
And
and
yeah.
sweet.
So they kind of
Yeah.
were like, "Yeah, he's kind of being a bit of a gaslighter here. Maybe we could soften the blow." And they get married at the end. Yay!
That was super quick because that was like in a year. They get married within a year, which is actually that thinking about it, that's not that long for some people.
Yeah.
So is it love at first sight?
No,
Nobody had love at first sight in
How
this
do you
movie.
know?
he liked her.
How do you
Did
know?
did Paula, whatever the hell her name was she in love with him?
I think so.
No,
she
she
was
wasn't.
put off. Oh my
she
God.
she was like, "I'm out of here," and then he had to sort of like work to get her
He
to
was
go out with him.
stalking her.
He didn't really work that hard, though.
No, but then again, he still had to work, which means love at first sight is not even on the table.
I wonder.
Get out of here with your love at first sight.
Yes, seriously, it's not real.
It is real.
You're literally.
He was really attracted to her. That's it.
It was more than that.
All right, are we done talking about this thing?
Does anybody have anything else to add?
No.
Tato should
no.
have gotten killed.
All right, G.
Tato should have gotten hit by a car.
How would this have been accomplished? Tell me.
All right. Oh my God, the scene that really cemented my hatred is when he goes after the little farmhand Igor, and he's like, "You're a virgin because you're obsessed with this girl." Okay, so after that, Igor should have snapped and just grabbed a piece of farming equipment and cut him up. And then he could have do you guys have seen that Pearl movie where she's Pearl's chasing the blonde one and the blonde one's like injured and she's screaming for help? That should have been what was happening. And then Tato trips and falls. And then Igor is still like walking after him it should have been like that scene in Pearl.
Wow.
And then after Tato falls, he should have like brutally murdered him. And then I guess just like cut him up and cut him up and take his blood and say that it's the tomato juice and sell it to his father.
Wow.
Yeah, we're getting a little too dark here.
I mean, it's a completely different movie.
Yeah,
now.
that would be a different movie. Yeah.
I mean, I'd still watch that. Believe it or not.
And then he'd get a taste for like blood or something and he'd become like a vigilante and then he doles out punishment to Dr. Victor.
yeah, and I like that because you don't suspect that from Igor.
No, he's almost goofy looking guy.
Yeah. Slight, wimpy, and yet he's got the heart of a
He
killer.
was literally working on a farm. How is he wimpy? How did he lose to Tato, who looked like he was like starved?
Yeah,
Well, they both weren't big
Tato looked like he
guys.
couldn't wrestle his way out of a wet paper bag.
I know, but neither one of them was a big guy.
Neither one of them was, but I mean, Teto, for some reason, they kept doing the shirtless shots of him, and it was just like, you're way too skinny to be doing. You should have hit the gym for a couple of months before you did
Film
your
this
shirtless
movie,
scenes. Yeah.
What was I gonna say? I was just thinking of something. It went out my head.
I don't know.
Tato. What did we think of Paula?
She was just kind of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was that? Was it a blondie?
It was the blondie.
Yeah.
The love interest.
Love interest.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was just there.
Did we believe the chemistry between those two?
They're two attractive people, and they're looking at each other, so they're going to be attracted to each other. There, the end.
I don't know. I don't know if it works that way.
I don't know. I don't really.
Basic attraction. Yeah, it works that way. If
Two characters have any kind of chemistry.
You're the one who's constantly going on about love at first sight. Love at first sight is physical attraction based upon what your eyes are perceiving in front of you. It has nothing to do with chemistry or personality or the sound or even the sound of the person's voice.
Could you repeat what you just said?
Love at first sight is based upon what somebody's eyes are seeing right in front of them. It's just attraction. It's not love. It's attraction. So if you have an attractive girl and an attractive guy and they look at each other, these two characters are attracted to each other physically. That's
How
it.
do you know that's not love at first sight? How do you know
I'm telling you, it's
What if it's more than just physical?
attraction.
What if it's more than just physical?
You can't
It
be
can't.
in love with someone like that.
Love requires
Because I know.
you
I
have
don't know nothing.
you
Yes,
have
I
to
do. I
you
know
have to
this.
know something about that person before you could be in love with them. What if that person opened that mouth and they sounded like Gilbert Gottfried and they were just screaming just the most racist, horrible things you could possibly imagine?
Yeah, mom.
Are you going to be like, but he's so good looking?
You know, some people are like that.
Some people are like that. Yeah. Those people aren't in love. They're insane. There's something wrong with them. And everybody would agree, wait a minute, you're in love with the guy who sounds like Gilbert Gottfried and just like said racist. That everybody of this race should be exterminated because they're stealing everybody's jobs or some crazy nonsense like that. You would say maybe you need to go see a therapist and get on some heavy medication.
I don't know. I still think that there is a love at first sight.
There's attraction at first
You're
sight.
wrong.
That's it.
No.
It's attraction. It's just pure attraction. And sometimes it works out. And then sometimes it does work out. The two people who are like, wow, that person's really good looking. I'm going to ask them out. And it works out and it's great. And then they say it was love at first sight. No, it was attraction at first sight. And you fell in love over time. You got to know each other. That other person, their burping and farting didn't turn you off. The weird things that they did leaving the bathroom.
Wait, their burping and farting didn't turn you off. Does that mean it turned you on?
Olivia, please
No.
stop talking.
Doesn't mean it turns you on. There is no. It's not an on-off switch.
It means it didn't give you the ick.
Yeah. You weren't grossed out by it. To the point where you're like, I can't deal
Why
with
are
this
you
person
obsessed with,
anymore.
like, poop kinks and whatnot.
I mean, there is a kink for everything.
There is, but why is she so interested
Like a
in
foot
that?
kink, but not.
It's a foot fetish.
Like a
We
foot
also
kink.
thought that Teto sort of looked like Freddie Prinze Jr. or
Had the same physicality as a young Freddie Prinze Jr.
and Paula was sort of Anya Taylor Joyish.
I would say her mixed with like Olivia Diabo.
Interesting. Oh yeah, I could see that. I could see
They
that.
had sort of the same face with like the cheeks.
I'm still trying to think what could have made this better.
Don't make it.
Not dedicating so much time to it. We've ripped this film apart. It's not good. Don't go see it.
But if anybody wants to make, well, there's a part 2, so this must have done well.
Oh, good. We ain't
But the
watching
third one should be just beating on Dr. Victor. Right?
it. An hour and a half of some guy just getting kicked in the crotch.
All right, I'm going to go around the table and get numbers. I'm going to start with you, G. 1 to 10.
4.
Olive G. 1 to 10.
I give this like a 2.
2. What do you give it?
Fantastic 2.
I will also give it a 4.
I'm going to give it 4.5. I mean, it wasn't great.
I'm going to give it a 3. A 3.
Just give it a 4. It was definitely below average.
I mean, maybe if the oof was shorter, right?
No, it's just it's just I don't know. It's just not a good story.
I don't think it's the story. I just think that this particular story didn't work.
All right, whatever works for you.
All right, so 4, 4, 4.5, and a 2.
I think she changed hers to 3.
3.
Oh, to 3? Okay.
She was,
Fantastic 3.
Fantastic 3.
Horrible 3, actually.
Go see Paddington 2.
there you
That's
go.
it from us.
Yeah, don't watch this movie.
And we bid you all a
Good night.
Good night.
good night.
Come pretend that airplane.